Hello everybody, welcome to Trust Fund Tuesday, and this week we're going to be talking about the gift tax. And if you know anything about Uncle Sam, you know that when it's time for him to come get his taxes, he comes with force. Unless you know how to use the systems that are in place properly to protect your assets from being heavily taxed, they will tax you. So the gift tax applies to amount of money that you're able to give away to another person, family member, relative, spouse, without being taxed on it. It's without them being taxed on it as the receiver. So this is important because when it comes to certain trusts or inheritances or estates that are being given away in wills and trusts to beneficiaries, if they don't understand how these gift taxes work, they're going to be hit very hard with some government taxes that go to 40% on certain gifts and inheritances. So let's understand the gift limits, the annual and lifetime limits, and then let's understand what to do once we exceed those limits to protect ourselves from the government taxes. So you have the annual limit that is around $16,000 a year right now, and you are able to give that to relatives on an annual basis. So you have no limit to the amount of relatives that you're able to give this away to on an annual basis, but you will have to document it and file it in your taxes and write it off as a gift that you gave away to, say, your nephew or your son or daughter. And some people could say they're running a family business and those are their annual salaries, and as long as you're paying them underneath this gift tax, you're going to be allowed to pay them up to that amount, and they won't have to pay, you won't have to pay taxes on that salary. Now, when it comes to your spouse, you have no limits as to the amount of gifts you're able to give your spouse and not be taxed on it. So the tax exemption for spouses, I believe, is unlimited. So they are trying to make sure that when you are leaving behind properties or inheritances to a spouse, that no matter how large the estate is, they will not be taxed on it as long as they're an American citizen. If they're not an American citizen, it will start to count towards their lifetime exemption after it exceeds $160,000 in a gift. So that's very important to know. And the lifetime exemption, like I said, is about $12 million. So once you exceed that $12 million lifetime gift tax exemption, Uncle Sam is going to be coming looking for about 40% of whatever you inherited after that. All right, so stay tuned for next week's Trust Fund Tuesday. We're going to dig a little more into this gift tax, okay? All right, y'all, be good.